All right. All right. I'm going live. Welcome to Tommy Knows Best Sports Podcast. Today, I'm going to talk about the Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins, and Celtics. I have leftover Bruins and Celtics thoughts because I want to talk about some of their off-season stuff, and I want to talk about the Patriots first and then the Red Sox. So we're going to start out with the Patriots. So the Patriots had OTAs the past few days, and it seems like the offense was doing good. Mac Jones was doing good. I was hearing good things about Tyquan Thornton, our second-year wide receiver, and I was also hearing some good I was hearing good things on the defense a little bit. Christian Gonzalez. And this team got to prove themselves this year. Last year was a bad year. We remembered how bad it was with Matt Patricia and Joe Judge. It was a bad year last year. And it was a bad year for Mac in his second year, the most important year in Mac's year. It was a bad year for him last year with those two clowns coaching him on offense. They were never offensive coordinators. I don't know why Bill brought them back. You know why he brought them back? Because they're his friends and they were cheap and they got fired from other teams and they were still getting paid for those other teams. And it sucks we had to put up with it last year, but this year is a fresh year. Start over. We have a real offensive coordinator again. We have Bill O'Brien here again, back here. He was here before. He knows the offense. He was with Alabama. He was with Mac. So he was Mac's coach in Alabama. So I think they're going to be all right. They're just going to play good. The offense going to play good. The offensive line going to protect Mac. And today and next week, Hawkins is going to be meeting with the Patriots. And they need him. They need a number one wide receiver. Imagine if we had him with Juju, Kendrick Bourne, Henry, and Gesicki. And then we got Lamondre Stevenson. And then we got James Robinson. What a good core if we could put it together. The Patriots got to just play good this year. I want to see this team to be 10-7 or 11-6 at best. Yes, our first 4 games are tough, but I want to see them go 2-2 in those first 4 games. I want to see what this team is about. I want to see Mac in his third year to do really good with a real offensive coordinator again. And it sucks what he had to put up with last year. He got mad. He threw his hissy fits. He went behind the team, texting other players and other coaches from other teams, asking for advice. It was a nightmare last year for him. And I didn't blame him at all. And I want to know what you guys all thought about it last year with the Patriots horror show. This year is a new year. Start out fresh. Hopefully they get Hawkins. I would love Hawkins, but you never know with the money, though. The money. And if we get him, how do you think he would play? Because he's a guy that had multiple injuries, got off a suspension. And I want to know what you guys think about him if he came here. Drop into some comments. I'll answer them. Next, I'm going to jump into my next topic. And it's about the Red Sox. And we're going to get on our baseball team right now. And they didn't play good against Cleveland. They only won 1 game out of the 3-game series. They lost 2 out of 3. And they won the first one 5-4. And then they lost on Wednesday night and they got killed last night. And the Red Sox got to step it up. But they need pitching at the trade deadline this year. Chris Sale is on the 15-day DL. He's hurt with a shoulder injury. And we have no first baseman. And I don't know what's up with this team. with our pitching a little bit. Losing 10-3 last night, 5-2 the other night. I want to see this team play really, really good. I want to see this team play really good. Ryan, maybe you are right. Maybe Chris Sale is washed up. You think he should retire? You're right, Ryan. No bullpen help. And it's pathetic. They have no bullpen help. They have no first base. Look what Bobby Dalbec's doing right now with the Woo Sox. He's tearing it up down there. And look at Adam Duvall. When's he coming back, Ryan? When is Adam Duvall coming back? Drop into some comments. I'll answer these. We need these guys to come back. Why is it the Red Sox are playing bad right now? I thought they had faith. I thought the team had it, but I don't know. What do you guys think about Chaim Bloom? You think he's saving his job right now? You think he's saving his job right now? Or do you think he's going to get fired mid-season? And how about Alex Cora? You think he's going to get fired at all mid-season? If anything, they need to play good and tighten a few things up. They need pitching at the trade deadline. Devins needs to start hitting again. Verdugo getting benched was a little pathetic. What is he doing? What is he doing? Is he in the coaching doghouse? Come on, Red Sox. Get your stuff together. And I thought Chris Cassis was the real deal. Drop into some comments. I'll answer them. Let's go, guys. Let's go. We were talking the Red Sox. Right now, they're frustrating too. But anyways, I'm going to jump into my next topic. And it's about the Celtics. And I have a few things I want to talk about them during their off-season stuff. What are we going to do with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum? Do we give them their max contracts? And do you guys want to trade Jaylen Brown at all? Or Marcus Smart? Or Rob Williams? Or Al Horford? What do you guys think? Because we need that player. We need that player. If you trade Jaylen Brown for Damian Lillard, yes, I know he's getting older, but would you trade him for Damian Lillard and maybe Marcus Smart? Would you trade those two for him? I want to get your guys' opinions. Drop into some comments. Now we're talking Celtics. Do they deserve their Supermax contracts? Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, do they deserve their Supermax contracts after this Game 7 failure, gag job, no-show at home last week in Game 7, one of the most important games of the season? And look what's going on right now in the NBA Finals. Denver. I've been watching a real MVP. That should have been the MVP this year. Nikola Jokic. He's really good. He's getting triple doubles. And I have them winning this series. I have them winning it tonight again. And Jokic is a beast. Him and Murray are unbelievable. Unstoppable. When Joker's out there, the whole game changes. He plays good defense, and he also shoots good threes. Him and Murray. And how about Jeff Green, veteran Jeff Green? The Celtics need someone like that. And I was hearing Trae Young took down his Instagram stuff from the Atlanta Hawks. Maybe he's all done with them. And if we did trade for him, you would have to trade Marcus Smart and Rob Williams. I don't want to trade Rob Williams at all. I want him here. Do not trade Rob Williams. He's one of the key guys we need here next year for this team. And I also was hearing, who else can we go after? There's plenty of guys to go after. Will the Celtics do that? And do you guys like the hiring of Sam Cassell, the assistant head coach? That's going to help Missoula a little bit. He's going to be breathing down his neck. A former NBA player that was on the 08 Celtics team that won a championship with Paul Pierce, Rondo, Garnett, and Ray Allen. He was on that team. Him, Eddie House, Scalabrine. That team was good. And I like how Sam Cassell is the assistant head coach. He's going to help Missoula. Missoula needed that. He needs someone like this, and he needs someone to get on the players like this that get on Jason Tatum. And if Jaylen Brown's still here, he has to get on those two. He has to. Those two will listen to him. He won a championship. The Celtics should have won it this year. This was their year. This is a failure. This is like the Bruins. Don't worry. We're going to jump in about them and end them up at the end of this podcast. But let's get back to the Celtics. They should have won it this year. They should have been here playing Denver. Look at Miami getting slapped around at home, getting embarrassed a couple nights ago. That was pathetic. Pathetic. Jimmy Butler, pathetic. Bam Adebayo, pathetic. The Celtics should be ashamed of themselves right now. Not in the NBA Finals. Unfinished business. What happened? What happened this year with this team? A collapse too. A gag job. All right. I'm going to jump into my last topic. And my last topic is about the Bruins and their off-season stuff. First off, I think they should sign Tyler Bertuzzi. Re-sign Tyler Bertuzzi. Yes, Bergeron's going to be all done. He's going to retire. Krejci too. You have Marchand here. You have Pasternak here. Who's going to be the captain? Who should they go after? I was hearing Nugent Hopkins from the Edmonton Oilers, but you got to trade one of your goalies. You got to trade Olmark and maybe Jake DeBrusk. That was hearing, and probably Grzelcyk. And do you guys feel good with that? And now about Orlov. We need Orlov to re-sign here, but lately I don't think I've been hearing good things. He might be out of here. He wants to go back to Washington, and then he might want to retire after that. That's what I've been hearing through sources. That's what I've been hearing about Orlov. Does not want to come back here. He wants to go back to Washington, and then he wants to retire. That's what I've been hearing through sources of mine. Drop into some comments. We're talking Bruins. And I think you should trade Olmark. Keep Swayman. A young goalie's the way to be nowadays. Young goalies help you out. I don't know what happened to them this year. Look at the Stanley Cup right now. The Vegas Knights up 2-1. Your former head coach, Bruce Cassidy, up 2-1. Last night, Florida needed that game to kind of make it a series. A team that beaten you, an 8 seed, Florida Panthers. Matt Tkachuk scored the tying goal to tie it up. And then there you go. Florida scores in overtime, wins it. 3-2. Florida now 2-1 tomorrow night. Big game. Big game 4. I want to see Vegas win the Stanley Cup. I want to see Bruce Cassidy win it. You know why? Because these young players on the Bruins chased him out of town. Jake DeBrusk. Brandon Carlo got mad at him when he wanted to go over the lot, when he was doing something wrong, when he was going over the boards. Cassidy used to yell at him. Well, you need a coach nowadays like this in the NHL, coaching these type of players. And look what he's doing right now in the Stanley Cup. The Bruins should be ashamed of themselves. Another gag job, just like the Celtics. A gag job. Why are these teams always gagging it up? Why? That's how we live in it now in decades. And people have been calling it the Brady curse. Maybe it is the Brady curse. I don't know. Is it? Ryan, drop in a comment. You think Boston's cursed? But at the same time, our teams are not doing good. and we should get on our teams. I'm a true Boston sports fan, a true Boston sports podcaster. And yes, I'm a diehard Boston sports fan. Look at my sign. Look at the sign. Look what the sign says. Red Sox, Bruins, Patriots, Celtics. The sign, the Tommy Knows Best new sign. Look, I'm Boston Sports Podcast. I touch on the teams, and I got to get on them too for the fans. But at the end of the day, they need to wake up. They need to wake up. It starts with the Patriots during football season this year. The Red Sox need to get their act together. The Bruins and the Celtics need to do good in free agency, off-season stuff this year. All the teams got to improve themselves. They got to. Boston needs a championship. Look, I'm 33 years old, so I'm spoiled, and I saw championships with this guy right here, TB12 to go, Tom Terrific, but he ain't walking through that door. Ortiz ain't walking through that door. Paul Pierce ain't walking through that door. All right? Nobody ain't walking through that door. Nobody ain't walking through that door, any of those players. Ted Williams ain't walking through that door neither, R.I.P. to him. None of those guys ain't walking through that door at all. But anyways, I'm going to end this podcast. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Enjoy the weekend. And I'll see you guys with another one next week at some point. Bye-bye.